Guys, hello everyone. Look what I have here. It's a bear trap. Although, in my opinion, we've decided it's kind of small and frail. I believe that more than it's a trap for a wolf, for a box, but not for a bear. Fortunately, we stopped at another store and we bought a really powerful trap. And as you've already got it, today's experiment will just be the same with it. As I mentioned before, today's experiment will be useful as possible and perhaps will even save your life someday. I would hate to get my foot stuck in here. Let's go ahead and try to wind it up. I don't have enough weight. How do I do it after all? It's unreal. This set of trap alone, in my opinion, it's unrealistic. Well, at least for me. So guys, help me please. Otherwise, I'll cut my fingers off.
Well, come on.
All
right, come on.
So, perfect. Just be careful there. Yes,
and
careful.
more, I've got it.
Press down, so.
And?
Carefully remove the legs and stick. Well,
What do you think?
of course we're not hunters, so we managed to wind it up with only 3 of us. These type of traps do not have a standard platform, like smaller models. They're working with expensive such wires. In our case, 1, but in fact they made bigger. And as soon as the victim touches the wire, there's boom! The trap snaps in a fraction of a second, and I definitely wouldn't advise you to play with it, but we'll definitely try. We have a watermelon, a coconut, a chicken drumstick, walnuts, a glass bottle of Coca-Cola, a plastic bottle of water, aluminum can of cola, a knife, and balloons. As you already got, we will shove all these items into our trap, and we took them all for a reason. They're absolutely different from each other in terms of strength, of course. So let's start with something super light. For example, from a glass bottle of cola. It's very interesting how our trap can cope with it. I tied the bottle to a string and the string to a stick. It turns out kind of a fishing rod. This is done so that I do not hurt my fingers because I still need my fingers. And we've also slightly upgraded our design. We added this rope to our construction. We have a remote control, and here's the remote. After I bring the bottle to the trap, Roma pulls the string, and the trap will work. 1, 2, 3. The trap just slammed shut with lightning speed, and it didn't give the bottle a single chance at all. I'll never thought that the glass bottle could explode like that. It was an explosion like, I don't know, some kind of firecracker or something like that. Actually, it was tough. And shit, we're lucky. It's very interesting how a trap with a plastic bottle will behave. In theory, it should tear up. It won't burst as much, but I think it will break. Let's go ahead and try it.
Come on. Listen, I thought it'd be screwed up.
I was also thinking so. I was pretty sure that it was gonna burst. As it cheerfully hit it, like completely, it turns out that the effort to break this bottle from this trap is not enough. The next item we'll take is walnuts. I'm almost 100% sure that no one has ever cracked nuts in a trap before us. If it works, it's a life hack, as it turns out. It's a... Well, it's fun. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Where are the nuts? It's kind of economical, guys. Not economical at all.
It's a show.
The next item we're gonna take is a balloon. It's gonna be quite interesting to see how the balloon behaves because it's rubber and rubber stretches. Therefore, I think it will work and logically it should not burst. But let's see what's gonna happen. Come on. Nope, no chance. It tore it up like pretty badly. Yeah, for some reason I thought it would be different. It actually stretches, right?
It's rubber.
It's rubbery. The next item we have is an aluminum can of cola. I'm almost 100% sure that we can put a Coke like this and it will break into two parts. But if you put the can like this, that is, it will collapse in this way. Something interesting will happen, we'll see. We tie the can not to a string, but to a stick, so that I could be a little bit more precise. 1, 2, 3. I think the trap is so strong that actually it doesn't care how it plays a can, it'll still break regardless. The next we have is a chicken drumstick. Why a chicken drumstick? As silly as it may sound, and strange, but it looks like a finger. That is, there's a bone here and there's some meat. We're very interested. Will this thing break a finger? Naturally, I will not put my hand. The guys refuse to shove it in too. Here, that's why we're putting a chicken drumstick. 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
The finger is for sure done.
Well, somehow, you know what, after that, I don't want to touch the trap with my hands at all. Most likely, if you shove your hands straight in there, well, like with your fingers not turn up because there's skin, tendons, and so on, but it will break and crush the bones 100%. Therefore, it's not safe to play with the bear trap in any case. The next one is a coconut. The next one is a watermelon. Why watermelon? Who knows why watermelon? I don't know, we'll use it all the time. It's fun to break it apart. Why not throw it in the trap? Come on.
Now we'll do everything correct.
Haran, what are you doing?
Safety!
Small, but your own.
Oh yeah.
Where did you get a mortgage?
Done.
So, as you already understood it won't work to launch a watermelon with sticks. So I'll just throw it. 1, 2, 3. 3.
The watermelon is too big for this trap, so if you have such a wide leg, when you will survive very easily.
I can tell the trap only one thing. Not your level, dear. The next was a coconut. In our opinion, this is one of the most solid participants. It is smaller than watermelon, that is, it fits perfectly in size, and I think the trap would not cope with it so easily. You can write in the comments what do you think who will win. We'll start right now. 1, 2, 3.
Clearly.
Wow! Like
clear.
perfect. Look, it broke, but it didn't shatter at all.
Whoa.
Like a Kinder Surprise.
It's like an acorn.
Whoa. What a beautiful coconut.
But still a little bit. I don't know how to count it. Who's won, the trap or the coconut? Write in the comments what you think, but it was really amazing. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Well, and finally a steel knife. Why a knife though? We will place it in this type of way that you can beat the arcs from both sides, and I'm very interested to find out the result. Either we bend the knife, or our arcs will bend, and maybe both will happen. We'll find out right now. As a matter of fact, this design looks more like kind of a spear. One, 2, 3. Wow!
Oh, good. Even straight.
You can see how the hit fell here. And there's such a dent in the back. As for the trap, there are no traces at all. It turns out that it's a draw. Well, we're moving on. Since the trap collapses literally in seconds, I thought you would be more interested to know with what force it will collapse. What kind of load placed on an object that falls into the trap? Actually, this is what our next experiment is about. We have a trap on a table, after which we tie the rope to something stationary, for example, to a post, and we stretch the rope all the way to the trap. On the other hand, we also tie a rope and lead it to the trap. But there's already a thing here in the end. After that, we slightly cock the trap so that his shackles become movable. And carefully tie the rope. From canter, we tied another rope to another shackle. That is, in this position, the rope does not allow the trap to collapse at the end because it's stretched as much as possible. A canter is also now straight in position and it'll be as logical to as possible to take indicators now. Therefore, we're now cocking the trap. The shackles will deviate. The ropes will loosen. After that, we'll pull the trap and it will collapse at the end. And let's take our indicators. That's the only way we come up with how to measure the trap. Now let's go ahead and take a look. So, do you understand? It's not stretching at all. At the moment, I'm slightly holding the rope so that everything is sagging over here, so the indicators are as accurate as possible. 1, 2, 3.
So far it shows 47.50.
I think we need to look at the breakdown. The number was clearly bigger. The maximum weight that we saw on the replay is 5 kilograms, but this is one shackle. It turns out that two friends are hitting with the same force. That is a total of 10 kilograms. You know, on the other hand, it's very little. We thought there would be like 50 or 60 kilograms, but on the other hand, look at the impact area. They are very thin. This is a strike point. It seems to me that no bone can withstand this type of hit. Really, what would happen if you step into a trap with your foot? Or no, even better. What will save the leg from this trap? To do this, we have a bubble wrap, tape, and pants. We don't know which pants to take because everyone has different tastes, but everyone wears jeans. And you probably have a question. Whose legs are we going to use for this? Because I really need my legs a lot more. But, Max, come here. That's a very important matter.
What?
No, it won't be Max's legs, but here's the leg. This is an imitation of a human leg. There's a bone inside about the size of a human bone, and it's filled with jelly on top, so to say. That is, if it's skin there with muscles and so on. Initially, it wasn't supposed to look like this. We should have had a foot. This is just a mold. Well, naturally, there's another part from above. To get the jelly out of the mold, you had to cut it all up and poke it out like this. But the foot is still here. We've been working on this leg for 2 days and we haven't been able to do nothing. We did it different ways, we used different methods. Actually, we failed to make a complete foot. But I think it's okay because the hit will go straight to this part. And of course, before protecting this leg, we need to look and find out what kind of injuries a trap will give to this leg. So, everything's ready? I want to remind you guys, we understand perfectly, well, that this is not exactly a straight leg. We're just trying to simulate the situation. So don't be judgmental. 1, 2, 3. 3. I got a woof. It clearly hit the bone. Chill.
Take it away.
Open it up a bit. I think you can see what happened to the shell. Let's see what really happened to the bone. You can see clear trace of our trap here. Of course, the bone is not broken, but I think it will be very, very painful. Let's put our bone without jelly in this trap now and see what's gonna happen next. 1, 2, 3. 3. It turns out that the jelly has performed some kind of cushioning in the roll, as your skin or your muscles would have done. The bone's not broken, but the injuries are very, very serious. Now let's try to save our leg with these objects. There are 3 pipes in front of you. They're standing here for a reason. These are our layers. Well, for more convenience, we'll start with Scotch. To make it easier to remove, we'll wrap the sticky side outside. Yeah, but winding is generally inconvenient. There are exactly 100 layers here. A little lower we'll wind. No, not 99, but 90, because walking one layer will be very stupid. Because there will be no such thing as 90 saves, but 89 will not save. Oh, purely for luck. We won't remove luck, and for 100% reinforced concrete option, therefore we'll go with 10 layers. We round the tape from 100 to 50 because to go below 10, I think that it's really unreal. But say it's up to 50, then we'll go even further. And the next thing is bubble wrap. Naturally, we'll not wind 100 layers because it's very voluminous. I think that more than 15 layers will not fit into our trap as with the water. So let's try with 15 and step down the layers and slowly remove it. 15, 12, and so on. 1, 6, 15. 1, 12. And finally, the jeans. With them, everything's a little more complicated. Naturally, we'll not wear 100 jeans. We'll cut them into rings about the size of a Scotch tape. Then we'll stick our leg. The trap will collapse, and we'll gradually move these layers into as the leg breaks. Well, we'll start with Scotch with 100 layers. Test number 1, tape 100 layers. 1, 2, 3. So let's take a look at it.
Whoa!
It's just perfect, not a single cut at all. Guys, 100 layers of tape, we're able to save our leg. This is really very cool. Let's lower the bar to 90. Test number 2, 90 layers. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Check it out, it's completely flawless. 90 layers of Scotch tape also easily cope with our trap. Let's go ahead and do 80. Test number 3, 80 layers of tape. As a matter of fact, we even thought that 100 would not be able to hold with this type of trap, but everything worked out great. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
3.
Whoa!
Great shot there.
Now the heat was even louder.
So, well, we got some damage here. This definitely wasn't here. A little bit here, a little here. No, that's a lot. It's a lot here. Unfortunately, 80 layers of tape have not coped with the test. Injuries. I would not say that they're incompatible with life, but we still want to make perfectly safe layers. So 90 is the limit. We will not go below 90. 90 layers will save your leg. Well, there's no need to check this. We're only simulating this type of situation. Well, the next one is bubble wrap, 15 layers. Naturally, you took a new leg. Please know that it's absolutely a perfect new leg. Since the leg's smaller than the diameter of our row, we did not rewrap it on the leg because it will get more than 15 layers. We cut off the excess and that's how we combine it here. Everything is fair here. Test number 1, 15 layers of bubble wrap. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, it's a pretty good crack. You can see where the hit was. We lost a little bit of the amount of bubble wrap, and after that we'll have to go up and not down. Since we have a limited number of legs, we'll use the same leg. It only turned out to hit so that the hit goes to this point. As you can see, everything's intact here. We'll wrap our leg back in 15 layers. And add another 5 more layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 20 layers of bubble wrap. Unfortunately, if this fails now, we won't be able to add any more because the trap will not close, it would be unfair, biased, and it was a watermelon. Therefore, we're holding our fist. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Well.
Unfortunately, no. It's okay for not to fly like that. Listen.
Yes, our leg is done.
Paradoxical as it may sound, but bubble wrap will not save your leg. It saves glass from different deliveries, but it couldn't help with the trap. And moreover, imagine what the leg will look like if you wind up the hell a lot of layers. The only option is simply not let the trap close, and that's it. Well, and the last thing is pants. Well, more precisely jeans. You know, I was 100% sure about the bubble wrap. I wasn't sure about Scotch at all. But everything changed as usual. And I'm not sure about the pants at all. Now we'll find out what happens, right? We have a new leg again. As you can see, everything's fine, everything's whole, and everything's even. There's 20 layers of pants.
Do you recognize it? I have touched these layers now. It seems to me that the tape was probably twice as thin. But for some reason the Scotch could stand it. Now it seems to me that jeans can do that too.
1, 2, 3. 3. And the last layer. Drum roll. Oh shit.
Oh my God.
In my opinion, this was the strongest hit.
Listen, yeah.
As a result, guys, the pants cannot save our leg. I think that if we even put up 40 pants, it won't help us in any way because jeans, they don't hold their shape at all, and they actually turns out there's complete bullshit. Although in principle, wearing 46 pair of pants no matter what is supposed to happen. That's what's gonna happen. It turns out that Scotch has once again proven super versatility. Hey, protect even from a trap. I remind you, at least 90 layers. But it's better not to check. I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely subscribe to our channel. Also put a like. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.